What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Manchester United FIFA 21 career mode. Today we've got some really big games. We're playing against Leeds in our first game of today's episode, and we'll follow that up with another home game against Sheffield United, and then to round us up, we'll face PSG in our final Champions League group game. We're already through to the knockout stages, but this one will decide who finishes top of that group. So, of course, in the Premier League, as it stands at this moment in time, we are in 5th position. Doesn't look too brilliant on paper. However, we are only 4 points off Spurs in 2nd. Liverpool are walking away with the league at the moment. Of course, we should have had all 3 points against them in our last episode. But I'm hopeful that a couple of wins today, and things will start to look much, much better for us. When we play Leeds, Leeds are bottom of the table. They've only won one game all season in 14. Sheffield United aren't doing much better. They're sat in 17th place in the table as it stands. They have only won 2 of their games. So I'm hopeful of a full house in the Premier League today, just to propel us up that Premier League table a little bit. And more than anything, I'd really, really like to keep a clean sheet on top of that. Now, let's just have a look at some of the Premier League stats at the moment. In terms of the top goal scorers, Jamie Vardy leads the way with 10 goals at the moment from Harry Kane. Of course, Jamie Vardy playing for Chelsea now. We have got Anthony Martial in there. He has scored 6 goals. It feels as though he's scored an awful lot more, but I think he scored quite a lot in the Champions League. Paul Pogba's there with 4 goals, and then is anyone else on our list? No, it's just Paul Pogba with 4 goals. So Pogba and Anthony Martial that are in there. I didn't look at the assists, so let's have a quick look at that while we're here. Martial and Bruno Fernandes, both top of the table there for us with six assists apiece. Easy for me to say. Paul Pogba down there in 14th with 3, so at least we've got a few players on the leaderboard. Now, as always, guys, remember, if you do enjoy today's video and the series, please drop a like on there. It really helps the channel out a lot. We want to get these videos boosted up in the YouTube algorithm a bit, so leave a like on the video. It really helps us out. Also, remember to subscribe if you are new. Now, something else that we've done, I'm going to show you the squad hub, because I've promoted 3 players from our youth academy. So I did our 3 highest rated players, starting off with Lucas Scone, who has been here right from the very beginning, and he is an exciting prospect, so that's a really good start. I have edited some of their boots and the way that their kit fits as well. We've also promoted Chase Kelly, who is a 65 overall, showing great potential. And then finally, as my controller batteries are low, excellent news, we have promoted Evan Morris, who is an exciting prospect. So looking really, really good there. Now, my plans for these 3, we just hit the month of December. In January, obviously, the transfer window opens. I am going to list all 3 of these players for loan, because if we can get them out on short-term loans this season, there may be a little bit of growth in them, and we can use them next season, especially in some of our cup games. And that's what we want to be doing. We want to be promoting the youth from this squad. Now, speaking of youth, we have, I believe, a youth update. So this is from our current youth squad. Helps us just to identify any changes in terms of our players. I do think I am going to let Taylor Steele go, because his highest potential is 87. Still good, but I don't think he's quite going to reach that. So we're going to release Taylor Steele. Of course, we've got Ogliv and Bishop, who have very high ratings at this moment in time. Sam Miller, he was potentially a 92. He's dropped to an 89. I want to keep him just for that head guard. That's absolutely amazing. Will Ambrose is doing okay. Adam Freeman, 80 to 88. Is he going to hit that? We might leave him in there for another month and just see. Bryn Bohr, the Welshman, currently 49 rated, 70 to 72. So we'll keep an eye on him. But they're all our players that are in our youth squad at the moment. Maybe if we get too many more that drop into the 80s, I'm tempted to release Adam Freeman, to be honest. But it depends what comes through in the coming weeks from the youth scouts and we'll see what happens there. The Igalo loan is also going to be expiring very, very soon, so he will just disappear out of the club in January back to his owners. I am quite happy to let that go, and I think that we'll probably try and find somebody in the January transfer window to slip into this squad. So first up today, we've got Leeds United at Old Trafford. As you can see, we are struggling for a little bit of fitness, so I might change the team around a little bit here. Can Dembele play on the left? I'm sure he can. Yes, he can, and he's got a +5 rating. I'm thinking we'll give Martial a bit of a rest, and we will bring in Mason Greenwood on that side. We will take Fernandes. Do we keep Fernandes in? Just trying to think of the Sheffield United game. Maybe we'll take Fernandes out and we'll give Jack Grealish a bit of a run. He's quite happy in that attacking midfielder role. We'll leave Van der Beek and Paul Pogba as they are. And then in terms of the back four, we've brought in Upamecano because he is going to replace Harry Maguire at this moment in time because he picked up an injury in that last episode. And aside from that, I think that we'll keep this team exactly the same. So we'll have a usual back four. Pogba, will see how he gets on in midfield. We've always got McTominay on the bench who can come on, and even Fernandes as well at a push. Grealish in the cam role, Dembele operating from the left, and Greenwood from the right, with Marcus Rashford up front. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, Leeds, of course, are doing fantastically well in the Premier League so far in real life. Not so much in this game and in this series, but we'll see how we get on today against them at Old Trafford. 2nd of December, rivalries are renewed. Come on, Man United, let's get this. Let's get 3 points and a clean sheet. Well, you look at that. We've scored 32 goals in the Premier League, which is the best by a mile. Leeds have only scored 9 goals. I have to keep a clean sheet against these today, surely. Now, of course, this is a really big rivalry. Man United and Leeds absolutely hate each other. So it's a big game, this. We can't take it as a given that we're going to win, even though Leeds are on absolutely awful form. Sat bottom of the Premier League, but teams raise their game against Man United. Here we come with Donny van der Beek, and that's a great ball out wide towards Dembele. He's got Jack Grealish, who's got Paul Pogba, and we take the lead after only 7 minutes of the game. The first attack that we've had, Leeds United were wide open at the back. We poured players forward, and good old Paul Pogba strikes again, and United take the lead. The fans in full voice today. This was a great build-up. Look at that run that Pogba made. Took it first time, curled into the top corner. What a great start that is. That's Pogba's 5th goal in the Premier League this season. Doing really, really well for us from that central midfield role. Here's Donny van der Beek again, and he's found Marcus Rashford this time. Can he find a cross into the box? Drills one across. Saved by the goalkeeper. Danger cleared by Leeds, and now they're going to be on the attack with Hernandez. They've got bodies going forward, and they found Jack Harrison. We need to try and defend properly here with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Of course, they go backwards. There's room in the middle, and it's a goal. Why can we not keep a clean sheet? It's just impossible. I find it so hard to keep clean sheets in this game. It's ridiculous. Leeds equalise. I knew this wouldn't be easy. It's 1 apiece. As Paul Pogba finds a nice ball out towards Mason Greenwood. He could find Rashford. Casilla in the Leeds goal, saving them this time. We can't lose to Leeds. Any United fans watching this will absolutely crucify me if we lose to Leeds. They choose this time to go to the left rather than the right. With Jack Harrison, this is where the goal came from before. Great tackle by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but he gives away a free kick. It's a great ball in by Pogba. Jack Grealish is there. And it's 2-1. 41st minute. Lovely header from Grealish. Not something that you see that often. But an amazing ball into the box by Paul Pogba. Got the ball back from the throw-in. What a delivery this is. Undefendable. Can't take anything away from the header from Grealish either. He's absolutely buried it. What a finish past Castilla. And it's United 2, Leeds 1. That's actually Jack Grealish's first Premier League goal. He scored a couple in the Champions League for us, but the first time at Old Trafford in the Premier League. Always a special moment. I think that we will probably have to take Paul Pogba off at some point soon as well. He is looking pretty tired. We may bring on someone like Scott McTominay or Nemanja Matic. Nemanja Matic has actually gone down a rating. So he could be another one that gets offloaded in the January transfer window. We'll just have to see. But here's Jack Grealish anyway. He's managed to set Marcus Rashford away, who's been pretty quiet today as he steps inside, gets himself into the box, can't draw the foul, and only ends up with a throw-in. Can't get the ball off Leeds at the moment. Here's Hernandez. And we just keep giving it away. Scott McTominay has won it back, though. And we managed to weave our way out of there. And we find a ball out to Mason Greenwood, who's got the pace. He's getting his shirt pulled, but he manages to wriggle away from his man. It's Mason Greenwood! Goal for Man United, 3-1. And that should be the game now. Amazing run by Mason Greenwood all the way from inside of his own half. Drilled it into the bottom corner past Castilla. And that will keep Leeds at the bottom of the table. And it'll be all 3 points going to Old Trafford. Right, corner for Leeds. 3 minutes to go. We don't want any slip-ups now. We haven't defended too badly today. Here come Leeds with Costa breaking into the box. We've managed to get round him. And he slipped it in. How is that a goal? Terrible defending once again. I should have probably brought De Gea out a little bit earlier. I thought that Bruno Fernandes, the substitute, had actually dealt with him. And he slipped it under David De Gea. And it's United 3, Leeds 2. That will do it then. All 3 points to United. We get the victory over our rivals. But still non-satisfactory defensive performance in parts. We'll improve on that. It's all about practice. Practice for me. Practice for the team as well. We've got some great players. But the most important thing is that we've managed to collect all 3 points today. So now that we've got the victory against Leeds, that propels us back up to third in the Premier League table. Some of the other results must have gone our way. So 31 points on the board, just a point behind Spurs. Liverpool still not losing a game though, and we've only got a 1 point cushion over Chelsea that are in 5th. Look at the state of Arsenal. They're having a terrible season, down in 11th place. It's not done Leeds any favours either. They still sit rock bottom. And next up, we've got the team above them in Sheffield United. So I do think we are going to have to change the team around a little bit. We have still got 1 or 2 tired legs. We'll keep in Martial can play along with Fernandes. We need to make sure that we've got Harry Maguire on the bench. Let's just have a little look at him if we can find him. Where are you, Harry? There he is. 83 rated at the moment, Harry Maguire, and he is 86% sharpness. He could possibly play today, but do we put him in instead of Koulibaly? I think we do. Let's give Koulibaly a rest. We've got to remember we've got a Champions League game during the week. Wan-Bissaka can stay where he is, and I think potentially everybody else could be all right. Or do we maybe replace Pogba? Let's take Pogba out. We'll put McTominay in just for this fixture, and we will also give Dembele a little bit of a rest. And but saying that, I was going to say we could play Mason Greenwood, but he's got a similar kind of level of fitness. Do you know what? We're going to play Mason Greenwood today because he had a great game against Leeds, and I think he can do the same again. So I think we'll stick with this starting lineup. So Sheffield United playing in their pink shirts today. Slight kick clash, but nothing too drastic. There wasn't anything else that I could select. What I'd also like from the next update, which I think there is due to be a patch on consoles in the coming days, I'd love to see the Man United third shirt come into play, but whether it will or not, we might have to wait a little bit longer for that. Oh, Harry Maguire's given a free kick away there. Right on the edge of his own box. His first contribution of the game is to get himself a yellow card. And this is in a pretty dangerous position. He can't, I mean, he takes the ball, but he also takes Billy Sharp out at the same time. And we'll see what comes of this. It's going to be Cyprien who is going to take it over the wall. Hits the post. Harry Maguire clears the danger. Here comes Sheffield United with McGoldrick, and they've got runners. And here is Billy Sharp, and he's got round Harry Maguire. It's a great block, and we can come away with the ball. This time through Marcus Rashford, and he has got Bruno Fernandes in sight, who's heading towards goal, and he manages to hit the goalkeeper straight in the middle of the chest, and the rebound comes out, and we give the ball away. Can we keep it back here? Yes, we can. Right, Mason Greenwood, let's try and build this again in towards Scott McTominay, who finds Anthony Martial. We need some runners off him, perhaps, but we might have to start again. Let's just reset here. And we got Tellez, and a nice ball out wide towards Marcus Rashford, who finds a floating cross towards Greenwood, who heads over the crossbar. Couple of opportunities for Mason Greenwood so far today. Right, we're starting to settle here. Scott McTominay! What a goal! One of the best goals of the series so far. And it's the young Scott McTominay. What a strike that is to put us 1-0 ahead. We've had to be patient today against Sheffield United. You know, they're a decent side and they attack very, very well. But McTominay has taken this brilliantly. Left foot, absolute postage stamp into that top corner. Lovely strike from him. I like Scott McTominay a lot, and he is definitely going to be someone that stays in this squad. Lovely goal. Right, we could hit them on the break again here, and that's a lovely ball through from Fernandes towards Anthony Martial, who gets his shot saved by Ramsdale. We should be really out of sight here with the chances that we've created. Here's Anthony Martial. Chance to run at that Sheffield United defence. He decides to flick back the other way. He has got Scott McTominay if he needs him. Martial goes for goal. Just clears the top of the crossbar. Unlucky from him. Had a couple of opportunities today as Anthony Martial, and that one is not too far away. Here's Alex Tellez. Finds Matic. Finds Jack Grealish. We've got to be strong and try and keep hold of the ball, not give it away like that. This is where we need to make sure we defend well. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka should pick... Oh, my goodness me. I was going to say he should pick this up. I get nervous in the closing stages when we're only a goal ahead. We've played more stoppage time than what is required. Just bang it up the field, Upamecano. He does so. The referee blows the whistle. And we get another 3 points. 6 out of 6 in the league. You love to see it. And we did it. I can say the words. We got a clean sheet. I can't believe I'm celebrating a clean sheet against Sheffield United. But they have been few and far between this year. So it's on to the big one next in terms of PSG. As you can see, they're 3 points ahead of us in this group stage at this moment in time. Let's have a little look at some of the other groups. So it looks as though, yeah, Barcelona and Bayern are going to qualify from Group A. Ourselves and PSG from Group B. Man City and Porto already confirmed. Juventus and... yeah, Juventus are already confirmed to go through. Atletico Madrid and Mönchengladbach are the second place to be decided. Liverpool and Lazio will make it through from Group E. Chelsea are already through. Potentially Inter, not sure about Marseille, whether they'll get there or not. Real Madrid definitely through. RB Leipzig just need a point in their final game. And then Ajax and Sevilla, with Dortmund hanging on in there, they're going to need something in their final fixture. Now, in terms of the Premier League, let's have a look at what that victory does for us. It does indeed put us up to second place, and we're just 6 points behind Liverpool now. They are continuing to win, but 6 points isn't a lot in terms of a whole season, but they have only conceded 9 goals. But I think 16 games in, we're starting to do really, really well now. We just need to try and remain consistent and keep winning our games. Now, one thing we haven't done just yet is check how we're doing against our board objectives. So in terms of youth development, that we've got 2 seasons to get that done. So I think that we'll definitely do this. We haven't signed 3 players from North America, and to be honest, I can't see that we will do that. We've got the streak of 10 games with at least 1 goal scored. Continental success, they want us to reach the UEFA Champions League final. That's going to be really difficult. We need to finish top 4 in the league and reach the final of the FA Cup, which hasn't started yet, and finish the season with a profit margin of 270 million. It says we're halfway through that, which we are. We're in profit by 116 million. I love that. I've just done the pre-match press conference, and because we're playing in France, it was all in French. Now, apparently, we've got a little bit of an injury issue. Oh, it's a red card. Not a red card, it's a suspension for Brandon Williams. So he's going to have to come out of the side today, and we will replace him on the bench. I was going to say with Dallo, but he's currently injured. We need to get let's get Harry Maguire in there. Now, I'm not sure who to play here. Do we go Upamecano and Koulibaly, or do we throw Captain Harry Maguire back in? I think we do, you know. We're going to put Maguire back in. I think also we're going to go with these 3, with Pogba, Van der Beek and Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka is just starting to get a little bit fatigued now, but we can't throw Diego Dallo in because he's currently out with an injury. Just seeing if there's anything else that we want to do here. I'm happy with Martial and Fernandes. Rashford can stay in there. I think this is what we're going to go with, you know. They're playing a 4-2-4. They've obviously got Neymar, who is up there. Di Maria in the side as well. No start, by the look of it, for Mbappe. Where is Mbappe? Perhaps he's going to be on the bench. Maybe there'll be a surprise at the start of the game, because this is just the probable lineup. So here we are then, the Stade de France, to play PSG. Now, as far as I remember, I think they beat us 3-1 in our game at Old Trafford, so they beat us by 2 clear goals. I think in order for us to win the group, we'd have to do the same or better today. If we did the same, it should probably come down to goal difference, which we've scored a lot of goals in this Champions League group. So I reckon we might win the group if we beat them by 2 goals or more today. Let's have a look at this PSG lineup then. Indeed, there is no Mbappe at all. He's not even on the bench. He must be injured. That's a bit of a let-off for us, but they've still got amazing replacements. You know, Neymar, Icardi, Di Maria are going to be amazing for them. Verratti absolutely dominated us in the first leg. Right, come on, boys. We can do this. We want Anthony Martial to get a goal as well. In France, that is exactly what we need. We've got Dembele as well. Also the Frenchman. So everybody's home today. Paul Pogba. Chance for some big performances. Oh, that's a great ball. It's Bernat. It's a goal. 8 minutes in. PSG take the lead. Absolutely nothing that we can do about it either. This is just ridiculous. PSG are absolutely unstoppable. They're such a force. They really are. They just dance around my players. Here's Verratti, and he fires that one wide. What kind of a pass is that from Donny van der Beek? Here's Icardi. He's found Gerrard. He's hit the post, and Icardi taps in the rebound. An absolute defensive disaster, starting with Donny van der Beek. Not good enough. Oh, here's a chance. And it's come towards Bruno Fernandes. And then Paul Pogba with a header. I tried to chip the keeper. For some reason, it crossed it in. I must have pressed the wrong buttons. But best chance for us so far. Paul Pogba with an open net to hit at. Maybe he could have gone for one of the corners. It was dipping in. And Keylor Navas has had to tip it over the goal line. And we've got a chance here from the corner. And Harry Maguire's there. Knocked over the top of the crossbar. Oh, here come PSG again with Bernat dancing through our defence. We need to try and get goal side with Koulibaly. And it's come across goal. Harry Maguire's there with Icardi. Luckily for us, goes out for a goal kick. Here come PSG again. And we've left a bit of space at the back, which Gerrard's going to look to exploit. Big tackle again from Harry Maguire. Similar to the one that he did in the Sheffield United game. And I think this time he is actually going to escape. Is he going to escape a booking? I think he's going to pick up a yellow card here. Our captain, he does indeed. And it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous position. And Neymar is standing over it. Can he beat David De Gea from 29 yards? Here he comes. Neymar with a shot. Tipped over the top from De Gea. Could have been a nice ball over the top towards Anthony Martial. Marquinhos tidies it up a little bit. And PSG will come forward again. But we should hear the half-time whistle, and we do so. Not the start that we wanted. Especially in the first half. Really, really poor defensively. Mistakes from Donny van der Beek that led to their second goal that's really put us out the game now. We just have to try and do our best in the second half. It's much better from Van der Beek, and this time he releases Marcus Rashford, who has got the pace to get into the box. Can he find any players? He can find Dembele, and it's another good save from Navas. Definitely had our chances today. Here's Neymar now for PSG. Is he going to look to try and find a cross, or is he going to try and find a teammate on the edge of the box? Good jockeying from Wan-Bissaka, but Verratti has picked it up, and he's found Garner, and he's found Gerrard. Big save that time from David De Gea. And can we get them on the break now? Here's Anthony Martial, and he tries to find Marcus Rashford, but it's a poor pass once again. Here's Neymar, and he finds Juan Bernat out wide. He has got Neymar there in support of him. Great challenge this time by Wan-Bissaka, and he knocks it downfield towards Dembele. We've got a little bit of space here, and here is a nice bit of room for Marcus Rashford if he can collect the ball. He's got space out wide again in Dembele, who scores 2-1. 20 minutes to go. Lovely break. Lovely finish from Dembele, and we are back in the game. This was a great move. The best move that we've had all game, and it's a really good finish as well. Actually managing to beat Keylor Navas. Superb from Dembele. Right, we're making a double change. I'm actually having to bring on Eric Bailly at right back for Wan-Bissaka because he's struggling so much for fitness. It's going to be an interesting battle between him and Neymar. It really is. We've also brought on Scott McTominay for Donny van der Beek, again, mainly due to fitness issues. We actually look dangerous on the break. Fernandes is going to have a shot here. Oh, and he's managed to find the net. It's two apiece. 85 minutes in. What a finish from Bruno Fernandes. They gave him space. They gave him time, and you cannot do that to Bruno Fernandes. What a strike. And it's 2-2 at the Stade de France. Absolutely amazing. They dropped off him. Look at the space that they gave him. Navas didn't even move. And it's hit the post. And it's gone in. We have come back from the dead at PSG. Look at the bend. Two apiece. Tell you what, we're in the ascendancy now. Bruno Fernandes has found Anthony Martial. Is Martial going to line one up? He is, you know. Oh my goodness me. It's 3-2. Unbelievable. What a comeback. 2-0 down at half-time. Dead and buried. And we've come out in this second half and absolutely smashed it. We really, really have. What a performance from the boys. Some cracking goals. I think if we can find another one, you know, we'll win the group. But PSG do the same again. They drop off. They give Martial that space. And his finish is even better than Bruno Fernandes. Absolutely unbelievable scenes. So there's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. We need another goal if we are to win the group, I think. But this is... what an amazing game this has been. It really, really has. And that's the full-time whistle. We take the victory. I mean, this actually gives me hope. It really, really does. And this side has really, really got what it takes. I'm in shock. I'm in so much shock at the moment. What a victory. So what we need to find out now is who we've got in the next round. I'm not sure whether that's been drawn or not yet. And I think if it had, the game would be in February. It's not been drawn. We will we'll cycle on another few days just to see exactly who we get. So we have had an email about the tournament prize money. So I think the draw for the knockout stages will have been done. And let's have a look at who we are going to face. PSG did indeed win the group, but it still hasn't put it on there yet. So it says, based on the team's performance in the competition, the clubs received the additional funds. This will allow us to increase the transfer budget allocated to you for the coming season. So that's pretty good. How much have we got in the transfer budget now? Does it say, has that changed? It's still 16 million. We made a profit of 140 million, so that has helped us towards that target of the 270. When is the draw, though, for the next stage? I want it to happen before the episode ends. Oh my goodness me. It's been done. It's in February, and we are going to be facing Real Madrid. So mid-February is the first game, which is going to be at home. And that's unbelievable. Oh my goodness me. We're going to have a look at this fixture. Where do you see the next stages? I really don't know how you do it. It won't let me see the full draw. Maybe I need to cycle on a bit. But Real Madrid is going to be an absolutely massive game. I cannot wait to play that one. Unfortunately, for me and for you guys, we've got a few more episodes until we see that. Yeah, I don't understand why it won't let me see it. Let me know if I'm doing anything wrong in the comments, guys. But like I say, we finished second in the group. We're going to face Real Madrid. Who did they face in their group? I'm just trying to see. They won their group, 5 wins out of 6. Leipzig finishing in second. But maybe that'll sort itself out as the series goes on. So in the next episode, we're going to be starting with a Manchester derby away at the Etihad. We'll then take on Spurs at Old Trafford before rounding up against Aston Villa at Villa Park. Big December coming up. We're doing really well in that league table as well. Of course, we currently sit in second place, just 6 points behind Liverpool. But 3 wins out of 3 today. I love that. Absolutely love to see it. I think that's the first one that we've had so far. But that will end today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like on today's video. Remember to subscribe as well if you are new. And I will see you in the next episode of the Man United Career Mode very soon.